G'day folks, I'm John. Just picked up this Kodak FZ55, which is a tiny little camera, and it's a lot smaller than my iPhone, as you can see. And it doesn't produce as clinical images as my iPhone does, so I'm looking for that sort of retro look that's as close to film as possible. I know I can't replicate film, but then again, I can't afford to shoot film because film is quite expensive to shoot these days with the rising costs and lowered production. So I was looking for an alternative, and I came across these little beauties, and I thought I'd give it a go. I just found a lot of photos taken by my iPhone. They sort of lack the vintage retro character, and they don't have the soul that I want out of my images these days, and they look fairly similar to everyone else's image, and I just wanted something different, which is as close to film as possible, but even though it's not film, it sure produces some beautiful looking images.
I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by herself on a Saturday night. You were the guy with your friends at the doorway, pretending that you had the time of your life. Had we met before, instant chemistry, was so glad you came. Had we met before, laughing instantly, but it didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, and fire burning bright, but now I know what it was. It was like coming home. We were making our way through the town, never really wanted the night to end. And I was wishing you'd stick around, still I was thinking that we were just friends. Had we met before, instant chemistry, was so glad.
It's like film, but not exactly, but with the added nostalgia of film itself. Without the cost of buying film and processing it, developing and scanning, and then having to wait for it, which could take a number of days, especially if you send it to a film lab to be developed there instead of doing it yourself. It can get messy doing it yourself, and there's chemicals involved and processes and correct temperature and correct measurements. It's not for everyone, and I am impatient, unfortunately. I'm loving the JPEGs that are coming straight out of camera, and the beauty of it is I don't even need to edit them much, which is a great thing because they don't have much flexibility in terms of the shadows and the highlights, and it's sort of similar to 35mm film.
Had we met before, instant chemistry, was so glad you came. Had we met before, laughing instantly, but it didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, and fire
Now let's talk about the modes. You've got auto mode, program mode, manual mode, movie mode, scene mode. And within the modes, you've got auto, nights, landscape, pet, snow, party, sports, night, portrait, children, landscape, sunset, fireworks, beach, anti-shake, a whole variety of different modes that you can go into. Panorama mode, face beautifier. So you've also got handy macro mode, you've got flash mode that you can change to various settings. You can go into manual mode and you're able to adjust the shutter speed to different levels, and you can also adjust the ISO manually as well if you'd like. Most of the time I just keep it in auto. And the menu itself has metering modes, 3 different metering modes. You've got resolution, you've got autofocus and continuous and single autofocus, and you can either shoot multiple frames or you can shoot single frame, and you can also do a time lapse. There's various features, and within the menu you can also change other settings like power saving, USB. You can format the card, copy to a different card, so it's quite feature rich.
You don't have that sort of flexibility that you do with the modern cameras like the iPhone, and even just the more semi-pro or professional cameras, which can shoot in RAW format, and you can recover a lot of the sort of the highlights and the shadows in the photo itself. With this one, you can tweak it slightly, but what you see is what you get most of the time. I mean, they're not perfect, and the flaws are what makes them so unique, and it's an experience that I quite love. We're so used to the digitally clinical images nowadays that we're just looking for something different to our photography, and sort of that gives it that unique look that says it's my photograph, not exactly like everyone else's iPhone or smartphone photo.
So let me know in the comments what you think of this little pocketable Kodak FZ55 camera. Will you be using it as your everyday carry? I've got a video right here that'll show you the difference between the iPhone and the FZ55 and the type of photos that you can expect. So click it right here and go and watch it, and I'll see you later. Thanks.